Hey, fourth grade, I hope you guys are having a great week. Today we are going to talk about, it's going to sound a little tricky, but bear with me. So we can add the endings ER or OR to a verb to make a noun that means a person who does something, specifically that verb. Sometimes the spelling of the verb can change, and so I know you're listening to that and you're probably like, what does that even mean? Okay, so say we have a verb. We know that a verb is something that someone does, right? A verb is an activity. Talk is a verb. And we know a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So we can add ER or OR to the end of a verb to turn it into a noun that means the person who does that thing, right? Sounds a little tricky, but I'm going to show you guys what I mean, and we're going to look at a couple of words. So we have, try to figure out this way is going to be best. We have actor. My favorite actor is, I don't even know, I can't think of one off the top of my head. We have skater. It'd be pretty cool to be a professional skater. Runner. I am not a very good runner. I prefer to walk. And carrier. I'm so grateful to our male carriers during this time, right? So we have actor, skater, runner, and carrier. And these are all nouns, right? An actor, these are all people, correct? All nouns. So let's look at the verb that we added our endings to. So I'm going to underline the verb in each of my words. Then I'm going to explain the rules. Okay. So for actor, the verb that we are looking at is act, right? And for skater, the verb is skate. Runner, the verb is noun. For carrier, this is one of the ones that changes spelling. Carry with a Y on the end is our verb. Okay, so I'm going to go through each of these and kind of explain the rules of this to you. So we know that, okay, this is complicated, but when a word ends with two consonants or a long vowel and a consonant, so this would be act would be an example of a verb that ends in two consonants. C and T are consonants, correct? Then that you are just going to add an OR or an ER to the end. You don't have to change anything around with the word itself. You just add an OR or an ER to the end if it is a word that ends with two consonants or a long vowel and a consonant. Okay? So let's look at this one. Skater. The word skate ends with a silent E, right? It's part of my noun. It's a silent E, skate. So when you have a word that ends with a silent E and you want to turn it into a noun, you kind of drop that E and then just add ER. So you can think about it that way, or you can think about it as just adding an R. So the E stays, but it's not like it becomes SKATEER. That silent E kind of gets dropped, okay? And so let's look at this one. This one's tricky. So our verb here is run. And the verb run ends with a short vowel and a consonant. Okay, so our short vowels, remember, that's when it doesn't say its name. So it's not rune, it's un. So that is a short vowel and a consonant. When something ends with a short vowel and a consonant, you double the final consonant. So you add another consonant before you do the ER, right? So because run has a short vowel and a consonant, we double that consonant and add ER, okay? And then our last rule, carrier. So if you will notice, the word carry ends with a Y, right? So if your word ends with a Y, you change that Y into an I and add ER. okay? So Y becomes an I, and ER is added to the end, okay? So those are our rules, and these words are actually going to serve as headings for a sort that I'm going to send to you guys. So actor, skater, runner, and carrier will be the headings of the sort. And then I'm going to give you guys a list of other words, and you're going to have to figure out, based on those rules we just talked about, whether those words, what column they fit under, okay? It's a little confusing, but if you guys have questions, remember, we can always talk about it during office hours. Or you can email me, you can send me a message on Google Classroom, I will see it all. But that's all I have for you guys this week. I hope you stay safe and stay healthy. I love you, and I will talk to you later.